come and get your hot takes here. My head is high while yours still stakes. I see it all so crystal clear. Steaming hot takes. Sorry you're not on my level. Maybe you're blind. Maybe you're slow. Maybe you're just too scared to know. Hot takes, come and get your hot takes here. My head is high while yours still stakes. I see it all so crystal clear. Steaming hot takes. Sorry you're not on my level. My level. Sugar, you were not on my level.
Rush out my favorite traffic jam. Color like a fool, yeah, you know who I am. Dreams on the canvas, magic in my hand. Painting out loud, I don't care where I live. Like a fool, splashing wild, breaking the rules. Like a fool, like a fool, like a fool. Every line, every you. Welcome to the 19th, the rush hour crew. Bursting blues with a laugh in my eye. Shades of wonder got me on a high. We spin stories in purple and gold. Girls got colors nobody can hold. We mix it up, we make it new. Splash it in bold, that's how we do. Running on fun, we won't slow down. Paint the town, turn it upside down. Rush out my favorite traffic jam. Color like a fool, yeah, you know who I am. Dreams on the canvas, magic in my head. Painting out loud, I don't care where I live. Like a fool, splashing wild, breaking the rules. Like a fool, like a fool, like a fool. Every line, every you. Welcome to the 19th, the rush hour crew.
That's right. Good morning, Rush Hour crew. The Dream Stream team is here. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody slept well. I had a hard time falling asleep last night, and I don't like it when that happens. Because as Tyra Banks says, the best product in your beauty bag is a good night's sleep.
Oh yeah.
And
There's nothing like beauty sleep.
you know, there's nothing quite like a good night of beauty sleep. But
you still look great.
thank you. You know, I you know, my hair looks good. That's what's important. You know, this all might go to trash, but at least my hair looks nice. It's what I got. You know.
Okay.
What about you, Maria? What you got? What do you bring to the table today?
Just my amazing personality.
The disposition.
The
yes.
disposition to be here. My therapist's advice to be here as well. Yeah.
The will to live is what I bring to the table this morning.
You got it.
Perseverance, determination, hard work,
Sheer stubbornness.
Yes. It was a rough night. Team USA, we died in tragedy on the field last night. I'm not going to pretend like it was a good game. It was not. It was not. Look, I stand by my team. We did great through the tournament as far as what we've been able to accomplish. Proud of my team.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a really bad game. That was a really bad game. I was in the bathroom getting ready for a show, Maria, and I'm watching the game on my iPad while I'm getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
And our goalie, I don't know what was going on in his brain, but he came out of the goal. He came out of the box.
I haven't seen the highlights. I haven't
not just a few feet away from the goal. He went out of the box to get the ball, bumps it on his chest, lets it fall to the ground while there are Belgian players there, and then was waiting for something. I don't know what he was waiting for. Didn't pick the ball up.
Mm-hmm.
left the goal wide open, and naturally Belgium was like, yeah.
Let's do it. Right.
We
Oh,
lost
wow.
4-1.
Yes, I did see the score. I woke up this morning and I said, I got to see the score.
Oof.
It was 4-1. I'm like, ouch, that must have
We
hurt.
I mean, I know Belgium, they're number 9 in the world. We're
Mm.
17. We're
Mm.
not even in top 10. And I was
Mm.
hoping, people were like, do you really think the United States could win the World Cup? In my heart of hearts, as an American, we all are endowed with this. I say endowed. We're born with this inherent belief that yes, we can do anything. And that's a beautiful thing about having the American spirit. We do. We really believe we can do anything if we
Mm.
really want to.
Mhm.
That's just how we are. Practically speaking, no, I did not think we were going to win this World Cup. I think
Okay.
we are still quite a few tournaments away because we
Mm.
just don't have the passion for soccer in this country the way that others do. And that has a big effect on
Oh,
the
yeah.
game. It really does. And so I think that if we can keep this momentum and if America could find some love for soccer, I think in the next maybe 8 years, we have a real good chance.
Okay.
But it's dependent on whether or not America's going to ever care about
But that's the
soccer.
thing, because you really care for football, American
Yeah.
football. I mean, the Super Bowl's a big thing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
colleges, they
Mhm.
sponsor for future athletes.
Mhm.
You have the Olympics.
Yeah.
Okay, people get scholarships for Olympic.
Oh, yeah, triathlons and the long
Okay,
jump
then you
and
have so many teams in hockey.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
how many teams does the United States have for soccer?
Quite a few.
Quite a few, but are
So
they known? Are they like Liverpool? Are they like Arsenal? Are they like
no,
Manchester
no,
United?
no, no,
You
no.
got Real Madrid, you got Barca, you got so many people. It's like, yeah, and it's
No.
not a bad thing. It's just that your
Yeah.
interests have
The
been linked. Yeah,
priorities.
you've been
Yeah, the
linked.
priorities are
Yeah.
elsewhere. And I just think it's really strange in that in our country, the priority Olympics figure skating, swimming, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Soccer.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, are we really prioritizing figure skating above soccer?
Maybe you are. Maybe because you've had so many good athletes
Yeah.
in those fields that they said, okay, this is where it is. And that's not a
Yeah.
bad thing.
No, it's not. It's not, and but I just so my heart's desire, honestly, I really did not think we were going to take the World Cup. My heart's desire was that we could at least improve our standing to
Okay.
like top 5.
Mhm.
That was my ridiculous hope. My hope, my dreaming, hope-filled aspirations for my team was just to
Mhm.
elevate our standing in the world.
So here's another question. For example, tennis. You have
Hmm.
Serena Williams and you
Oh,
have
yeah.
Venus Williams. Who else?
I don't keep up with tennis.
And they're
I
amazing.
know we're really good at tennis. That's
Mhm.
what I'm saying. We are really good at whatever we
Mhm.
want to be good at.
Yeah.
But for some reason, there is a very strong, and it is a generational
Mhm.
dislike for soccer.
Yeah.
For whatever reason in this country. I don't know if it's because it originates in Europe and we just
Mhm.
have this.
No, in Canada it's the same thing.
Yeah.
In Canada it's the same. It's like soccer is not the sport. In fact, hockey isn't even the national sport yet. There's
Really?
a big yeah. It's lacrosse. Lacrosse is the
Oh,
national sport of Canada.
interesting. I did not know that. See.
I didn't know that until many years into my working life. I genuinely thought it was hockey.
You would be so inclined to think so. I'm okay. Here's the thing, chat, and we'll move on from soccer because I know nobody
It's
cares.
hard.
It's my
I
show.
care.
Hot take. No. My thing is that it does not bother me if you don't care for soccer.
Mm.
That's fine because you can like whatever you like. What I
Mhm.
don't understand is the outright hatred and ignorance towards soccer That's the part I don't understand, where there's just constantly people demean soccer as often as
Really?
they can. They tell them it's a gay sport, wusses play soccer.
I
It's not, you don't actually need any
Really?
athletic ability to play soccer. And I do understand why people get frustrated with soccer, because we talked about that, I think it was yesterday, where it's like, I am very sick and tired of our professional athletes rolling around on the ground begging for a card and a foul instead of actually playing a good game. I can't stand that. I'm
Okay,
sick of that.
Okay, so
I'm sick of that.
that is drama on the soccer.
The drama and
The
this is where
drama is very-
the audacity that guys have is to be like, women are so dramatic. Have you seen men in professional sports? Please.
It's so true.
And then when you see the women in professional sports, they're not rolling. I talked about that Japanese goalie taking the ball full face twice, and she's like, you got to drag me kicking and screaming off the field. Meanwhile, you know, and that is not. But obviously, if they know me and they know that I love the sport and I recognize what is good and all this stuff, I do. I understand. You get a cleat to the ankle. I mean,
that hurts.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, you have a little piece of plastic, and that's the only protection that you have on your full body with a dude running 15 miles an hour at you and he doesn't even care. I get that. But you can tell when people are faking just for a foul. That gets on my nerves. I understand why that would detour people. But you know what detours me from the NFL? Here's our hot take. Okay, I'm sorry. You know what detours me from the NFL and where I prefer soccer above stupid American football is the fact that we have to have so many commercials that our professional athletes get to have water breaks every 3 minutes. Okay? That's what upsets me and detours me from the NFL. Much rather watch rugby than the NFL any day of the week. That's my hot take, is that, you know, you're getting basically hit by a small moving vehicle every time you take to the field when you're playing in the NFL. But at the same time, you also get to take a lot of breaks. You get to sit down a lot, and you get to make a lot of money for doing not a lot. Whereas soccer players get to run back and forth for 90 minutes, sometimes longer. Straight. Well, you know, with your 15-minute break in between. 15-minute break in between.
Yeah. And then they go back because they don't change. They don't change easily. You're only allowed like a certain number of changes,
right?
In soccer,
right? So that is where when people come to me and they just say soccer's for wusses, it's a pansy sport. I'm like, you're just ignorant, like a fool. You don't have to like soccer. But stop disrespecting it just because of your personal bias. That's my hot take. I'm going to shut up now.
Okay. Wow, you're passionate.
I am. I am.
Good.
When you have hatred towards something just because of a personal bias and you're unwilling to recognize the effort that people put into what they do, much like me and perception and, you know, and drawing, and then Mo gives me an F for effort, I don't appreciate it.
You're still
I'm a little bitter.
You're still smarting from that.
It hurts.
It really did hurt.
Larry, hello. I'll have to catch the replay when I get home on Friday, but it's still Tabitha time. DL, we got our fingers being pointed. Good morning, Real Steven TV. Good morning. Good morning. He was throwing everything at us because DL forgot to throw everything at us. He threw the fingers. He threw it.
That's
He gave
true.
us.
He changed. He threw fingers.
He's maybe he's on a growth. You know, like he's elevating. He's ascending. He's discovering new things. Maybe. And so Real Steven TV was like, I got you. I got you. Hulk smash with the morning elixir. And I do have my giant cup of 250 years for 9 line of hair.
That's cute.
Dude,
that's
this
nice.
Thing is huge. Look at it. It's like the size of my head. Great. Good morning. Like a fool. Me over here on the YouTube side saying, join the Patreon. Cool things coming. If you don't know, You can. Creatorverse dropped a really cool superhero
nice
drawing that he did over in the Artist's Alley. You guys, show him some love. Let him know that you like his design. The logo for his character on the chest was done so well because he did it at this really when I say bizarre angle, I just mean like it wasn't straightforward. It was more of like a from this perspective, which is really cool. And you know, when a man has a very muscular chest, there's a lot of like rounded edges and things like that. So the way that he did the design on the chest, really cool. You guys should check it out. I don't know what that logo represents. It's an original character from what I understand.
I think he does original characters in general.
So there you go. Pretty cool. Hey, it's Maria. Stomp stomp. Roar dance.
No!
That's right. Single guy cooking coffee is powering my will to get up. Yeah.
I'm ready.
You're ready. You say that, you know.
I'm ready.
Mando, my heart, I'm sorry. We embarrassed ourselves last night. We were wrong. No. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. We are never wrong to dream on Mando. That's the kind of attitude that would have lost the Revolutionary War, my dude. No, we are never wrong to dream. That's what keeps this country floating. That's what keeps us going, is the will to dream, the passion to dream. There is nothing wrong with us hoping and dreaming that the United States would take the World Cup. You think countries like Haiti and Cape Verde, you think it was wrong for them to dream? They don't even have near the funding that we have for sports. And they were there living on a prayer and a dream. And we're all proud. Well, most of us are proud of, I'm proud of those little countries for trying. I know there's the whole thing of, did FIFA expand too much? Whatever. You know, they still made it.
It's true.
They made it before Italy.
Exactly. I was just going to say that.
Okay.
Cape Verde.
Nobody even knew that country existed. Okay.
Well,
they made it to the World Cup. Italy did not.
I did know about Cabo Verde.
So there you go. But nobody else knows. Nobody else can. People didn't know that Croatia. Okay, I'm speaking about America. People didn't even know that Croatia existed several years ago.
Croatia has an amazing soccer team. Amazing.
Right? Am I right? But they didn't know. They didn't know Croatia was that big of a deal. So it's never wrong to dream.
I always knew because they became sub-champions a few
Luka Modric.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So good.
So good. Now I want Argentina to lose. I don't want them to lose, but I'm weird. Okay. It's like, I don't want them to lose, but I don't want them to win either. My heart goes out to Cristiano Ronaldo, though. Look, I'm not saying he needed the World Cup, but when you invest that many years into soccer, and you're one of the greatest soccer players of our generation, it does hurt that you never once got to experience the World Cup, even though you're like God tier level of a striker.
Yes.
I got donuts to heal my sadness. Share some.
I need some Timbits.
Share some with the crowd, man. No, Stephen Young, I can't stay. Hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Enjoy the stream. Thank you. Hot take. I was more emotionally invested in Mexico than soccer. Well, you have a strong heritage there, and I get it. You know, there was a part of me that wanted Mexico to win too, because it's part of one of the host nations, you know, America, Canada, Mexico. But at the same time, Mexico was pretty, and I knew it was going to be an ugly game, and it was an ugly game. Yeah, it was an ugly game. I know Nomi and I are texting back and forth, and she's like, rest in peace to the English when they get out of the stadium. Hopefully they've got some severe or significant, Secret Service officers keeping them safe from the crowd.
Interpol.
Because Mexicans, a lot of Latin Americans, like the soccer is a religion. So
no, it's true.
I was nervous too. And they literally had people on the field by the stands with shields to keep people from throwing crap onto the field. Is like how aggressive. Yeah. It was great. I was nervous though. Icanalus, good morning. Caventino, hello. Maria, I thought that beaver juggling was the national sport of Canada.
No, that's second. That's the second national sport.
Rugby is legit fun to watch. 100%. 100%. You know what also is fun to watch? Icanalus gifted 10 kicks just for Maria. Just for Maria. Cajun Court, thank you. Icanalus. What a great way to cleanse a palate cleanser. That's what that was. Gage and Corey for 190 says, why do vampires seem sick? They're always coughing. So they're going to try to take these. Terrible Cajun Corey, but awesome at the same time. He does come up with some dad jokes that
that's what I really like dad jokes. That
one's pretty fun. But do they get orange slices in the pros? No Capri Suns and orange slices. I bet you our American team, with how we grew up, I bet we would have done better with orange slices and Capri Suns on the side than Gatorade. That's right, because we're dreamers. You shall amend your attitude. Good. You need to. JM the Elite Fan, how are you? Good morning, ladies. Did you hear about the turtle? Who paid off all his debts and had to really shell out quite a bit of money? Cajun Corey, don't say that. Don't say that. We want to know that they're original from you, one of a kind, could never be replicated. Now the mystery, the glass is
I get them off Instagram. There's this account called Dad Jokes.
But you're not known for your dad jokes.
I know.
Cajun Corey is, but now I know it's all a farce.
Well, you'll get over it.
Like the Americans losing to Belgium, I'll get over it. You know what keeps me sane, though, Maria? Is knowing that at the end of the day, United States still dominates in soccer on the world platform with 4 World Cup
for women.
Wins for women. Still people. Still matters. I know people say it doesn't matter. It does. I know I saw people. It was my mistake for being on Twitter this morning and reading all the negative comments because it's not run by men. So it doesn't matter. It's not important. Nobody cares. It's like, well, soccer is one of the top sports for females in our country.
Okay.
So it matters.
It's kind of like
against the world.
Like grass hockey for the Argentinians.
Field hockey?
Yeah, field hockey or grass hockey. Yep, the Argentinians dominate in if I'm not mistaken, in female field hockey.
Oh well,
it's a big thing.
I poke fun at soccer for laughs, but what actually bothers me isn't the sport, but the whining players. Yes.
That's true.
Yes. No, I agree. And look, I can take a joke. I liked a reel this morning that this one lady was making fun of like soccer. What I see when I watch soccer, and she was just falling everywhere, and like a leaf hits her in the arm, and it's like yeah. And I get it. I do. I get it. But at the same time, I can appreciate all the rest of it with with that. And my challenge, and I'm gonna drop it. But my challenge to people that hate soccer and think it's for whiny sport or, whiny people and wimpy dudes, and they're like, NFL is supreme. I'm like, well, at least soccer players aren't known for beating their wives and engaging in illegal gambling.
That is true.
So anyway, I was working on this picture here. Okay. And I'm just full of hot takes this morning. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. You know what's going to calm me down? A juicy piece of steak.
Lord, for steak on my table. Glory to your name for every bite so flavor. Seasoned with mercy, grilled by your favor. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for steak. Oh, blessed be your name. Oh, blessed be your flame. Sizzling joy in every mouthful. Thank you, Lord, for steak. Oh, blessed be your name. Oh.
I needed that. Thank you for the generous donation over on PayPal. I needed some steak in my life. I needed some joy. I need some sizzling joy in my life. Are we doing a challenge today? Not today. That we know of. Yeah, I am working on my picture. So guys, as you can see, I have the Save Tibet raised to help me with the perspective. Freaking Mo, he's just haunting me everywhere I go to help me with this image. As you can see, I have better drawn the door. I have better drawn the cabinets. I have better drawn the floor. Hallelujah. And I am thinking of
Sure.
Been to church with the
Sure.
steak, you know. And wow, putting me down. Have I not suffered enough? If you do not prick me, do I not bleed? Maria?
No. Maybe.
I'll bite my finger off right now and prove it to you. Wow, she wants more of me. What more do you want from me?
Well, every time that you get that dino, it's like, oh well.
Oh,
Retribution.
she's bracing herself. She's scared.
Yes,
She thinks
I
that
am
I'm
so
leading up
scared.
to. She thinks
Yes,
that I'm leading.
I am now sending you all my therapist bills. They're all going to you because my mental health is on the line.
Because
Okay?
of
And
dinosaurs.
you're earning from this. You're earning from my mental stability.
That's how
So
we do
you
it.
are going, yeah. So you are going to get all the bills.
Yes.
I'm going to send it your way.
All right. And then I'm going to pass them on to Sevi, and she can then legally tell you I am not obligated that's funny. Icanalus has typed in sizzling joy oi so much that the auto thing completes it on his phone. That's
No,
awesome.
that's good. Good.
But I think we can all agree that this looks better than it did yesterday. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
And I'm working on Manchego because I've only ever drawn him once. And I'm thinking of giving him a little bit of a glow up. So his previous hairstyle was pretty basic, pretty standard, I would say. Where I just took the little piece of tomato that goes on the top and I put it on his head like hair, but I was like, it's kind of flat. Maybe I do love me some boy band spikes. Like I do. I love it on my characters. So I think I'm going to try to do that. Maybe give him a little bit more personality. Plus this particular picture will have taken place in our story while the war is being waged. And so, your hair's not going to be perfect. It's going to be a little musty. We all can't be Captain America, or Thor. So we're going to maybe lift up some of the leaves. I'm thinking of maybe, oh, well, if I could draw, there we go. Just a little something. I do. I love me, back in the day.
Yes.
I should just coin this as the bird hairdo. Look at that. Like a little dove right there, just like a white-winged dove. I remember back when NSYNC and everything was all popular, and the boys, I don't know if they were doing that in Canada, Maria, but the boys would get the short haircuts with a little bit longer on top. They would slick it down.
And then pick it up.
And then push it up.
I remember.
My mom hated that hairdo. She called it the sunbeams, stupid sunbeams.
I've saw many a boy like that.
I liked it as long as it was not a perfect sunbeam. I like it a little natural, just a few more hairs that kind of went up. But I did like me a sunbeam. I like it almost as much as I like dinosaurs.
I saw that coming. I saw that coming.
I was like, how can I try to lull her into a sense of... Guys, you can't see behind the scenes. She cheats. She literally tears off her headphones.
I did tear off my headphones.
Boy band spikes for my 7th grade yearbook photo were because of so much grease that it was in there. So, but I do love me some boy band spikes. So I'm gonna see if I can try to do that with Manchego. I think it would make him look a little bit more intéressant. But I really need to not focus on his hair so much as the pose. And I think that I've got the sizing correct here. Where the door looks very large, even though it's further away. Like we get the idea that he is a small thing on the floor.
You got the perspective good because obviously you're looking up more than you're looking down. The last time it was looking like straight on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But now that you're looking from his perspective.
Yes. And
Thank
so
you,
then
Mel.
we're going to have, the evil eyes. Dun, dun, dun. Wow, that looks worse than yesterday. The uncertain evil eyes.
Okay, just calm down.
I have to make my own sound effects. Thank you, by the way, for the kicks Thank you.
Very nice.
I'm going to try and work on my shark Pokemon today or tomorrow. And when I'm done, I'll add it to your awesome. That'd be great. Yes. Don't forget. Poke Sharks. I don't know what we're gonna call them, but like we're for Shark Week, you have the chance to get your image, your art piece, featured in an upcoming video. You don't have to say anything or do anything except draw a Pokemon, whatever one you want, mixed, schmerged with a shark, and then just write your Pokemon up in the corner and which shark you schmerged it with. And if you would like, you can put your username up there. Just maybe, unless you're okay with people knowing your true identity, just write your first name or your username. It's totally fine. Or if you just want to remain anonymous, just list the Pokemon and the shark, and it's no problem. But I'm excited to see what people are going to do. Dr. Rachel said she's going to take on the challenge as well. We're trying to coerce Maria into taking on the challenge. Wasp said she might try to consider it. So we're getting several people on board. I think Riskit was going to, Larry was going to try. Like we got people. We got people. So, anyway, Maria, what are you?
So I am still working on, I'm going to do little excerpts of characters and backgrounds.
Okay.
So I'm just looking into some ideas. Now, some of you know that I just love Hollow Knight.
Yes.
It's super cool. I haven't played it in constantly in quite a while. I probably invested about 43 hours, but I've been playing it since January. So imagine that's how much I love gaming, guys. It's like that's how much I just invest in. Like I'm so into it. But I do like the art for it, so I'm gonna do a little like Hollow Knight, just a little excerpt here on my page, and I'm gonna be using a cold press watercolor paper this time.
What does that mean for the folks that don't know?
So for those who don't know, for watercolor you have two types of paper. They're all made out of cotton because obviously cotton absorbs the watercolor. But you have hot press and you have cold press. Hot press is a very very smooth type of paper. It doesn't have so many dents into it, and it's actually very good for, well, obviously watercolor, but it's very good for gouache, which is what I'm trying to get good at. And
get good.
I'm doing my best.
Get good.
And then afterwards, and then you have cold press, which is great for watercolor per se. At least that's my personal preference. With regards to watercolor, I like cold press over hot press because there's more friction in it, so you have a better control over the watercolor per se.
Interesting. I always kind of wondered what the difference was between cold press and.
So that's the difference. And yesterday I went on a nature walk. It was not intended. I said I'm gonna go for a walk. And then I left, and there's a nearby park in my area, and there were little hikes. So I got there. It took me 20 minutes just to walk there, and then I started walking. I ended up walking an hour and a half to almost 2 hours.
Oh wow! It's just a little walk.
I was so exhausted afterwards.
I believe it. Well, it was good for you. It's good for the lungs. Yeah,
it was really great. And then that's where I took a photo. I posted on X. I took a photo of a little pond.
Oh yeah, the hawk.
And that was actually in my backyard.
Oh.
The hawk was my backyard, and I'm like, wow. And there's not just one. There are 4 hawks in my backyard in the middle of the city. And I'm like, okay, I'm down. I like it.
Nature's taking over, everybody.
Absolutely. I love it. So
hello, Wasp. We were just talking about you. Are you going to try to participate in the Sharkamon, or Pokey Sharks? We'd love to see what you could create. But how are you doing, Wasp? I hope you're doing well. We are we are trying to create a more dynamic version of Sir Manchego, as we're also attempting to complete his story. Here's what I've got so far. Freaking Mo is haunting me as I'm trying to use the Save Tibet raise to help me get the perspective right. What is the deadline? It's June, or excuse me, it's not June. Otherwise, we're all done.
We're all dead.
It's July 26th. July 26th. I need to make a banner for the community tab and also for Patreon so people can go there and be reminded. But June 26th is the cutoff date for submissions.
Nice.
Yeah. So you got a good amount of time, folks. You got nearly 3 weeks, like 2.5 weeks. So, there you go. All right. So we've got his little paddle, board here for kind of a shield. You will? Yay! Heading to Cocoa Beach.
That is so nice.
I've been to the Cocoa Beach. Wait, have I been to? Yes, I have. I went there with Joe one time. I got burnt to a crisp. Now, Maria, I've had sunburn in my life. I've had the sunburn.
Wow.
But I have never had it to this kind of capacity.
Mhm.
So I thought that I covered up well.
No.
Had me a wide hat. I had my blouse and all that kind of stuff. I faced
Never enough.
away from the sun and I, kind of had my legs covered, but man, whatever was exposed. So there was a part on my leg. Then I actually got my knees burnt. That was terrible. So the tops of my knees, one side of my thigh, and then my back.
Ouch.
Part of my back. No, you don't understand, Maria.
I do
couldn't
understand.
I couldn't sleep for 3
I do understand.
days.
Because I had the same thing.
The fabric, because if I slept on my back,
Yeah.
either the slightest friction to my back was painful and
Yes.
burned. So if I tried to roll over and sleep on my stomach, my knees were screaming at me. So then I tried to sleep on my side and my thigh told me, no. So I only had one side that I could sleep on, but that was even still very difficult. So the only thing that could console me, my brother bought me this a couple years ago for a gift, was this really fuzzy blanket, very soft, fuzzy blanket. That was the only thing that I could sleep on, but it was warm. I live in Florida. We don't do fuzzy blankets unless it's really cold outside. But that was the only thing that I could sleep on to find any consolation from the pain. The pain.
Ouch. That must have
Worth
been
it. Would go again. But of course, Joe, she only got 3 shades darker. So it's fine,
Well, I remember that once so I'm a person who really takes care of the sun, and I do wear a lot of sunscreen, but I wasn't careful with the setting sun. So it was my first outing to the beach. It was a setting sun, and you kind of how you get close to a nice warm fireplace and you kind of it's nice and cozy.
Yes,
That's how I felt the sun on my back. It was just nice
it's a good
cozy.
It
was cozy.
Yes.
Well, it wasn't cozy when I got home, and it wasn't cozy for the next 2 nights. I got such a burn. I could not sleep on my back. It was really bad, and I had to put wet towels on my back just so that it would the temperature would come down.
Yeah.
It was really bad. I was like, ouch. You know what? Never again.
Have you ever heard of the method to help with sunburn is to take a hot shower because it draws the heat out?
No, never. Quite.
I remember distinctly one time when living in Vegas, and this one lady, her name was Amy. She was fair-skinned, but she had gotten burnt, on her chest when she's out and about. And my mom told her to take a hot shower because it draws the heat out. I don't know if Amy did that or not, but I thought about that when I was in the midst of my own misery. And I thought, is that going to help? Because I'm really in pain.
So
if I take a hot shower,
So I have heard that in some places where it's extremely hot, the first thing that they give you is hot tea to drink. And
Okay.
that's because, and I do believe that, because you want your body temperature to rise up to match the surrounding temperature.
I just wasn't gonna
Not a
risk
fever.
it though. I took a cold shower and that hurt, but it kind of felt good.
Yeah.
But I also, I did look online. I'm like, is this an old wives' tale, basically?
Hmm.
Does this just have any authenticity? And, the internet was like, no, don't do this because you're only intensifying the heat of the
It's true.
damage that's already taken place on your skin.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay. But at the same time, the internet has a lot of the science right
Mm-hmm.
on paper.
Mm-hmm.
But there is something to be said about old wives' tales.
That's true.
For a reason.
Yeah.
So maybe if I'm brave enough next time,
I'm not.
I'll try it.
I won't.
But
For sure I won't.
maybe if it was like the back of my hand or something. But this was a pretty good chunk of my overall body. So I was like,
That's no.
because I know what it's like when I burn my hand on an oven or something like that. And then if you wash your hands.
Mm-hmm.
And the water's even slightly tepid.
No, it hurts.
It's like, yeah. No, I feel like the whole sun has come down from the sky and just decided to sit on my finger. So, yeah. And then Joe, I started, of course, after a couple of days, I started looking like a lizard. And I'm telling Joe, I'm like, it's starting, Joe. I look like I have leprosy on my back. It's a nightmare. She's like, oh, really? I haven't really had any peeling. I'm like, shut up, Joe.
I knew it.
She did get a little bit. But, obviously with her, she has more melanin in her skin.
Hmm.
And so it can handle certain things better than mine. But, shut up, Joe. John the Just, good morning.
Morning.
I don't tell people to shut up because we weren't allowed to do that growing up. It was a very inconsiderate and mean thing. So if I ever say that to somebody, it's like a very much a joke, and it depends on who it is.
Yes.
And it's only reserved for moments like that. I got to know somebody really well. Otherwise I never. So when somebody tells me to shut up, it's like, oh, like it's like a knife to the heart, man. It's like such a disrespectful, woo. Cause because that's how we were raised. Like, don't tell somebody to shut up. And, man, so try not to ever do that. But sometimes it's just like, shut up, Joe. I got a very bad, Real Steven TV was saying what I was saying. Yeah, I got a very bad sunburn on vacation, and one of the workers at the resort said to get it into the jacuzzi would draw the heat out. I did, and it worked. It hurt, but it worked. See? Okay. There's something to it. Maybe it depends on the level of burn too.
It could be.
I don't know. I don't know. Have to be careful with sunblock because ingredients for SPF 15 make my skin blister. Interesting.
Oh.
It's I've heard, I don't know. I've heard a lot of awful things about sunscreen. I don't use it.
Oh, I do. No,
I don't use
do.
it. I haven't used it for 2 years, and I've actually done really well. I know I just said that I suffered from a pretty bad sunburn, but that's also because I went to the beach in Florida and I didn't cover up properly. Normally, I'm pretty good about maintaining like covering up at the right time. This time I got to talking with Joe. You know how it is, you're shooting the breeze and you just time kind of gets away from you. And so I thought I was doing well. I didn't. It sucks though, is we drove all the way out to the beach and we weren't allowed to get in the water, but for maybe 3 minutes, 5 minutes, because then all of a sudden the whistles are being blown and the lifeguards are telling us that there was a riptide or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
The dangerous part of the ocean.
Yes.
And so we're like, oh man, don't even get to sit in the water. Like we were literally, I understand they have to keep the bar pretty high because people don't listen.
It's true.
And so they just want everybody out of the water. We were just going to sit right where the water meets the sand. Not dangerous. Totally fine. No, get out of the water. Get out. I'm like, it's America. Do what I want. But at the same time, you want to be respectful because there was some drunken jerk that got really mad and yelled at one of the female lifeguards, and he was
Oh,
like,
come on.
and he cussed her out, and he was just like, you're just saying stuff. We'll be fine. I've been in there, blah blah blah. And she looked at him, and it's hard to keep your cool, but she looked at him. She's like, we have saved 7 people already. Don't tell people to go in the water, because he was telling people to go back in the water. I'm like, there are kids around here. Number one, how disrespectful of you to foul mouth this lady who's literally just trying to keep you safe. Like, that's her whole job. And she endangers her own life to rescue people.
Yeah.
And then you're dumb enough to get drunk at the beach while there's children, while there's families around, and cuss out somebody in a position of help and leadership. And then you're encouraging the youths to do the same thing. And again, you know what? At the end of the day, like, if you want to go in the water and defy the rules, you have every right to do that. Just don't be surprised if you end up in part of the Darwin Awards. Like, that's your decision. But don't be telling children that it's okay. Basically, with your actions, that it's okay to badmouth adults, female adults in a position of help and authority, and it's just crazy nonsense.
Not helping. Not helping.
I don't like that Gojo. I'm gonna go spit in his food.
Okay. Well, that
didn't do
escalated quickly.
but I should have. He deserved it. That's Florida for you. I think it's anywhere, to TBH. Anytime there's alcohol involved and people get impaired,
It's true.
They're just gonna say whatever they want.
It's not just Florida.
I bet Canada's worse with their beaches, because you guys don't ever get to go to the beach.
I was gonna say, what beaches?
I found that I'm allergic to sunscreen. When it gets activated in the sun, it causes some people. Yes, zinc is supposed to be better for you. So it's so funny. So Joe whips out this tube of zinc and slathers it all over her face. And so I joked around. I told her, I was like, Joe, you're white facing right now. Like, that's morally unethical, because it did. You have to actually layer it on your skin pretty good. You don't just rub it in. Yeah, you kind of leave it to sit there. She looked like my dad from years ago. My dad would get really bad sunburn on his nose, so he would just coat his whole nose in sunscreen, and it was all yellow or blue or whatever sunscreen my mom would get. He just looks so silly. It's all right. So I don't know. I think we've got a pretty good pose here. I think it's coming along. It's swimming. Let's turn off the save to bet raise real quick. Hang on. And somehow, I feel like it looked more dynamic with the raise. Yeah, you're right. He was the one person I should have told to shut up. What are we drawing today? We're doing the last picture for the story, the illustration for Sir Manchego. And we're trying to give him a little bit of an upgrade here. We're going to change his hair maybe a little bit. His little tomato bird hair going on over here. The boy band spikes, as I'm starting to call them.
The problem with those boy band spikes was back in the day is that they used any type of gel.
Yeah,
that was like it was like $5 gel,
and then they use half of it,
and then they use
for
half
one
of it.
day. Yeah,
exactly. And then obviously it's like that thing is going to destroy your hair.
Yeah, well, it's no different than the girls that used half a bottle of hairspray.
Oh my gosh, I never liked hairspray.
I miss hairspray. I'm actually I have like an allergic reaction to hairspray.
I never liked hairspray, so
I love hairspray. I miss hairspray. It keeps my hair in place. That's why my hair, I tend to watch, like, it gets greasy up in here because I'm constantly pulling it away from my face. Yes, I know I could pull it away from my face, but sometimes the look requires it to be here. And it would be great if it just stayed right here. But, the wind blows, or I bend over, or I sneeze, and it's not in
well,
the
then
place.
Don't sneeze.
I know. It's just, it's not in the place where it needs to be anymore. And I'm like, oh, it's ruined. Sometimes I break the rules and I take on the consequences for my own actions, like an adult. And I do have a bottle of hairspray that on special and very rare occasions I use the hairspray.
So I have
but
a
then
bottle
I
of
regret it a
hairspray.
couple of days.
For my sketches.
Yes, I've used that too. Oh, what if we gave Manchego like a mohawk mullet kind of situation? Would that make him look more roguish? It might take his elegance away. I'm gonna make him look like Blaine from Criticalist. Here we go.
Okay, I can do this. I know I can do this.
See how it goes. Have you ever looked into all natural hairspray? I have. I've actually made old fashioned homemade hairspray with like orange juice, like pure orange juice and sugar. But the problem is you have to refrigerate it. It doesn't last because it goes bad. And then bees are attracted to you when you go outside. So
you're so sweet.
So, there's that. I thought maybe it was the aerosol hairspray, that there was something in there, but it just doesn't. I've tried expensive brands. The thing is too, is that I don't want to spend a bunch of money on natural hairsprays to only find out that I still have the reaction. And then what am I going to do with this hairspray? And so it's like, I guess you know what? I'm not coming at this from a place of arrogance, but I have really nice hair. And people compliment it all the time. And I've made it these many years without hairspray. So, I find a way around it. So if it's for the health of my hair and my skin, because like I said, if I get it, like if I spray my hair and my shoulders are exposed, my shoulders break out. So what's interesting too is that, when you're a teenager, everybody goes through mad breakouts, right? On the face, your skin's changing and whatever. I used to get all of my acne on my forehead and then on the sides over here. And I just always assumed it was because teenagers, but
apparently not.
I had bangs at the time, as all the girls in my area did. And we would spray the heck out of our bangs to keep them perfect and straight. And then even like this, if I were to hairspray the way my hair is right now, my hair would then be touching my skin as it goes. And I would all of a sudden, a couple of days later, I would get weird breakouts on my jawline, trying to figure out why.
Okay.
It's my hair. It's the hairspray. Beeswax. Well, so the problem with beeswax is that it greases your hair and it weighs it down. Beeswax compared to hairspray, beeswax is heavy. So there's that. You can't. So the thing is too, let me take these off. Maria, don't talk to me. I can't hear you. So the thing is, I know. You know what? Look, my finger's right on the button now. I might not tell Maria to ever shut up because that would be rude, but I can play a dinosaur. So you see, guys, how I would want to have like some volume for my hair. If I take beeswax, number one, that mixes with the oils on my finger. So I put some grease. And if I were to do that, it would take away the delicateness of the way the hair falls. You have to pretty aggressively apply beeswax to do that. And I can't, and if you curl your hair, especially if it's not naturally curly, I have naturally pretty wavy hair. My hair does not naturally look like this. I have natural, really nice beach waves, but for this to stay this way, if I start taking beeswax and trying to apply it to all these areas, I'm basically pulling the curl away from my hair. And then it would weigh it down, and then there would be no point. So the point of aerosol hairspray and stuff like that is you get your hair all nice and fluffy, like so, and it falls, and you get it just where you want it. You spray it in place, and then that's it. Beeswax and gel and stuff like that takes so much more effort, and it weighs it down. Danny, you could probably tell me. Probably. I'm just not willing to spend the money. Yeah, just a thought. I know. I do. I know. I have really nice hair. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I do. Look, and it's a gift from God. I didn't do anything special. Like people all the time, what do you do with your hair? It's so beautiful. I'm like, bring it in. Let me tell you my super safe secret. that comes to having flawless hair like me. You guys ready? $1.79 Suave hairspray at Walgreens.
I was not expecting that. I was genuinely not expecting that, but kudos to that.
Actually, what I tell people, my secret to my hair, maybe it's just good genes. My grandmother, my grandfather, my dad, good hair. But one of my life hacks for having really nice hair is double washing.
Oh, yeah, I did that too.
If you guys ever go to a professional hair person, especially the women folk, I don't know about so much about the guys, but they will always wash your hair twice. They will shampoo your hair twice.
Mm-hmm.
So you put the shampoo in once, lather, rinse, repeat.
Yep.
And then you apply your conditioner or whatever it is to your hair. That's quite literally the secret of my beauty hack for my hair. Ever since I started washing it twice, see what happens. People don't understand when you wash your hair just the one time, you're getting the gunk out, right? When you wash your hair the second time, that's number one, it gets rid of any other gunk that maybe you missed. But it also, depending on the product that you use, that's when it then is applying the vitamins and the essence and the whatever to your hair to make it healthy. You have to, it would be like trying to paint a barn pure white before getting the dirt off of the door or the wood. So if you try to, paint a house that's dirty, it's not going to look right. It's not going to be effective. But if you clean the walls first and then apply the paint, there you go.
Very interesting.
Yep. Follow me for more science. All right. So here we go. We got Manchego. I do have a reference of like a character that's wearing like boots and a little outfit with a buckle and all this kind of stuff. And it just makes me sad, Maria, that I don't know how to do clothing just yet. I think we're going to have to keep Manchego's outfit pretty simple, but it bothers me. It taxes me, Wasp says, I use rice protein shampoo and conditioner bars. I knew they make shampoo bars. I didn't know they make conditioner bars.
Something to look into, maybe, perhaps.
I use whatever shampoo is available to me at the time. I could go to a friend's house and they might have Pantene Pro V. They might have Herbal Essence. They might have Redken. They might have some fancy thing that I can't pronounce. You know what? I've even used hand soap on my hair.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, I haven't gotten that far. I know somebody did use detergent once. Of course.
You know what? My thing is, Maria.
Never did it again, but.
My pet peeve is greasy hair. I'd rather go out of the house schlumpy. I'd rather go out of the house without makeup than to have greasy hair. So I will use laundry detergent.
Okay.
If I have to because I can't, to me, having nice hair is like making your bed in a dirty room. If your bed is made, but the floor is a mess, the desk is a mess, there's something about the bedroom that pulls it all, or the bed that pulls it all together. So if you got a clean made, freshly made, well-organized bed, everything else is secondary. I'm the same way with hair. If my hair looks great, the rest of me is a-okay. Not great, but it pulls it all together.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, if you've got a gorgeous woman, have you ever seen that? I've seen it. A gorgeous woman with ratty hair.
Okay.
With ratty, nasty, unkept hair. You're instantly just like, oh.
Yeah, no. Not happening.
Yeah, yeah. You see a homely woman who's got gorgeous hair, and you're like, well, she's nice. She's pretty. You know. Sister science, we ain't doing that mess, man. I'm not a part of the bro science. Trust the science, bro science. She has a daughter. Oh, very, very nice. I used to watch that urchin.
Okay.
Zoe. John the Just. I have met him when I lived in North Carolina once. His siblings went to the school that I worked at, and they always kept me laughing. I also use the scrubbing scalp brushes to suds it up and massage the scalp. Oh yeah, good head massage. Yes, that's nice. I see, that's the thing. I don't know that I would use Snuggle fabric softener for hair conditioner though. I think that is where I'd have to draw the line, because not because I would be disgusted by it, but when you really think about it, so like laundry detergent is essentially clothing shampoo. You're meant to wash and rinse. Fabric softener is meant to linger and soften and poison you. So I don't use fabric softener when I do my laundry. I no longer use fabric softener. Hulk smash says, I used to use LA Looks to gel and spike my hair when I was in school. My niece saw an old picture of me and said I look like a porky. Hey, all the cute boys look like porcupines back in the day. That's how we roll in the Shire. All the pretty boys looked like this. Porcupines. Porcupines. Have you ever seen that video from Family Feud, Maria? Do you know what Family Feud is?
Yeah.
Okay. And they had to, like, if you got the word pork, you had to find another word that was a part of and see if it was up on the board. Okay. You know, some people might say pork chop, whatever. Yes. You know, this one guy, they get up to this one guy and he's like, you know, I don't know. He's like, Dustin, what you got for me, man? And he's like, coupon. And Steve Harvey looks at him. He's like, excuse me? He's like, coupon. It's up there, Steve. He's like, no, it ain't. But I like your spirit. He's like, my man said coupon.
And?
Of course it wasn't up there. Porcupine is what he would do.
Coupon.
Coupon. It's terrible. It's up there, Steve. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
I've seen reels of Family Feud. There was this one kid who was the champion of spelling. Have you seen that one?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so that one is worth watching because the host, I never remember his name. Harvey?
Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey, okay. So Steve Harvey is competing against this kid in spelling bee. And there's the longest word ever.
Anti-establishmentarianism?
No.
Oh, the fear of long words?
No, it's the illness. It's the lung illness caused by silicon dust.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's pneumonic micro siliconomiosis, something like that.
Dear God.
I know, exact. That was his reaction right there. He's like, we don't even know what that word is.
We don't even know what it is. Is it really a word if you don't know what it is?
It is. There are words that exist that we do not know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that was really funny.
Like molly grubs.
Sure.
You don't know what the molly grubs are?
No. But there you go. See, I didn't know that.
Wow. Chat, you guys know what the molly grubs are? Surely you guys have heard of the molly grubs. Come on, chat. Don't leave me hanging. Don't tell me you don't know what the molly grubs are. Everybody's had them at least once in their life.
Silicosis. There you go. I can't.
Even Maria.
Silicosis.
I know Maria has suffered from the molly grubs.
Sure, Tabitha.
Molly grubs. Hey. Molly grubs. They're not prejudiced. They come for us all. The molly grubs is what I had. The molly grubs this morning.
Really?
I did.
How did it go?
Well, you know, they disappear. Like, you can detox from the molly grubs with a good cup of coffee. So
Got it.
Mully grubs. I'll give you the exact definition.
Please
It's a
do.
noun that describes a despondent, sullen, or ill-tempered mood, like having the blues or the sulks.
Oh, that yeah, I definitely have those
The mully
before
grubs.
my early morning coffee.
The mully grubs. All right, so then I need to do the belt of truth over here for Manchego, which again, I wish that I had, that's I love character design and stuff like that, but the outfits, man. That's half the job is a good outfit. Am I right?
It's true.
I was gonna say, am I right?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes,
thank you,
yes.
thank you.
You are right.
Thank you. I need the validation. But it's true. Like half of the job is the silhouette or the outfit of the person.
Well, I mean,
And
unless you're Tarzan.
but you know what? Even his silhouette is good.
I think this is like a recent discovery as to why I really like the character design. I mean, I'm a character driven person. I remember when Tarzan came out.
Oh yeah. Good stuff.
I was in high school, and I don't know why. I mean, the movie I didn't really like that much the movie. It's a
Really?
good movie.
I
It's a
loved
good
it,
movie,
man.
but it's like I was more of like a princess person as opposed to a Tarzan.
Okay.
But I was obsessed in drawing Tarzan.
Oh, interesting.
And it wasn't anything like, oh my gosh, I just love the movie. No. I didn't it wasn't bad, but I didn't really care for it either. But it was what are you doing? I didn't care for it, so yeah, I didn't care for it. Where's your third arm?
Don't make me bring my foot up here.
But I loved like drawing the character anatomy.
Sure.
And I recently saw a reel because YouTube has been being YouTube and suggesting these art videos for some odd reason.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, it's like really weird. It's as if it knows my preferences, right? I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination. Anyway, and apparently this was the first time that Disney artists actually had to focus on drawing anatomy.
Oh, wow, because he was the first mainly unclothed character.
Exactly. And they didn't, and that's the thing, is like clothing is like so important that you miss out on drawing it when you're drawing an animated feature film. You have Beauty and the Beast, you have Aladdin. Aladdin is not so, even though he is semi-attired, being a poor boy, he is not so much there's not so much detail as in Tarzan. And
yeah, because I mean, he only had his arms and his chest, like his torso exposed.
However, you still see it. But in Tarzan, they really focused on, the muscles and how the skin would attach itself. Yeah, and the ripples and like the muscles in the arms, and obviously, mainly the upper portion, and how the feet would have how they would have evolved in growing
yes,
up
I
in an
remember they
area like
studied
that.
how the bones would move after so much time and so much pressure. I remember seeing that video, now that you say that, where they had to imagine like his hand would change shape when it was up.
Yes.
And then it would change shape when it pushed down on the ground.
Exactly. So
people don't pay attention to that, but it's important.
It is very important. Anyway, this is what I'm actually getting onto, for those of you who don't know, who haven't seen.
Ooh.
Ain't that pretty?
Wow,
pretty?
that's nice. It's almost like you turned your cactus into a gemstone.
It
That's a
is a
good thing.
gemstone.
Well, yeah, it looks like your cactus, but then you turned it into a gemstone. I was giving
It's
you
not
a
a cactus.
compliment. I know it's not. I said it looks like your cactus, and then you turn it into a gemstone. What part are you missing?
And I understand what Eric said, that if you don't understand a thing, it's very difficult to get it. I don't
Yes.
understand stones and rocks and boulders.
Same,
So it's
same.
very difficult for me to actually capture the essence of the rock that is the gemstone is going in. So, but that was a really good video, and I understood why. I was like, why was I so obsessed in drawing Tarzan if I didn't, you know, it was a good movie, but it wasn't like Mulan. I loved Mulan. Mulan is my favorite Disney princess. And the
She's not a
movie itself,
princess.
well, technically no.
Yeah,
It's
no,
true.
She's not a princess.
She's not a princess. She never is a princess. She's a general. Okay, she's my favorite Disney general. She becomes a general.
Even above Princess Leia, General Organa.
No. We're talking about Disney. We're not talking about Princess Leia. Do not put Princess Leia into this. Okay, those are two different things.
You're right.
Okay.
Respect the EU.
So,
well, I think I know why you were so invested. If our evening during Mecha Chameleon the other night was any indication of why Maria was so heavily invested,
I had just stepped away when I said that, so I wasn't looking. Just
at Moss doing his push-ups. I don't know what I'm doing. I made his shoe look like a grub.
What we're doing, Tabitha?
We don't know what we're doing. You know. So speaking of things that we don't understand what we're doing, I don't know what I'm doing with this shoe. Like
so,
I'm trying to.
Tell me when.
I look like I'm making a worm at the end of his foot. Like, what is this? Okay. I think I'm trying to figure out where the heel goes, but I'm giving him like these riding boots. I don't know. We're gonna have to.
I need to practice. I definitely. Okay, so I'm gonna work on stones because I definitely need to understand.
Is it the shape or is it the like prism effect on the inside?
No, it's the shading that I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, it has to do with refracting light, right? That's the part that makes it really hard because it doesn't it does and it doesn't have an exactness to where the light follows.
Okay, I got this. I have a Pinterest step-by-step picture.
Nice. I've done a couple of videos on my channel where I did step-by-step tutorials. You guys should check them out and see what I made and how well the tutorials worked.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is...
I need to do
this is on Procreate, but I'm going to try to replicate that onto...
Your shoes look terrible. Paper?
Yep.
Okay. You left us on a pretty wild and massive cliffhanger there.
Well, you know, your audience is smart, so
true. They are. Icano says Disney took Leia's princess title away too soon as they got their grubby hands on her, so they don't get to count her as one of their princesses. Yeah, it's weird to think of Star Wars as Disney, anyways. It's weird. Weird.
Did she do? By the way, the weird. Rachel Zegler. Is she starring in a new Hunger Games movie, or was it?
She was already in a Hunger Games movie. It's like a year or two old now.
Okay.
The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yes.
Yeah, I watched it recently.
I'm more invested in the books anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a little. I don't think it had to do with the movie per se. I think it's just the book. Like, I'm sure the book is pretty good and whatever, but it's very easy to know what's going to happen.
Okay. Well, it is about Haymitch anyway, so.
No, that one's not about Haymitch.
Oh, which one is it?
This one is
Snow.
about
President
Snow, the origins of Snow.
Okay, let me just see. I just hope that they don't become like this the cow, like milking the cow until it's almost dead.
I mean,
Or it's like it's already dry.
I think it kind of is, because the problem is that, you know, the movies like storylines like storylines like Star Wars, very rare, where you have, in my opinion, where you have your Dark Lord, right? You got your evil bad guy, and then later on you go and you make the prequel to explain why the bad guy is the bad guy and how the
Well, that was
events
already
led up.
done.
Right. It's not like it's new, but you know, then we seem to be keeping into this mode. So like with the Hunger Games, it's like, well, why is Snow so bad? And what led Snow to be the way that he is? And sometimes I think we're banking on the prologues. I don't know.
Okay. Here's the thing. George Lucas had already written the 9 episodes of Star Wars. So they were already done. All he did was that he took the 3 in the middle and said, this is what we're going to make a movie of. And he shelved the other 6, but they were already done. So the story was already there. As opposed to the Hunger Games, it was a trilogy that was already set as a trilogy. And now what they're doing is just they're kind of creating more lore so as to be able to make money. So now, is that a bad thing?
No, if the people want it and if it's done well, but I don't know that the people want it.
So,
I don't mind. So I think there's also a difference too. Like, I don't mind the idea of Haymitch's story, which is what the new movie is going to be about. And I'm okay with that. I kind of want to know, what was it like for Haymitch? Because the thing is that we all pretty much know how the Hunger Games is going to go. It doesn't matter what kind of book it's going to be. It's going to be during the tribute, you know, and people are, you know, going to die and all this kind of stuff. And it's going to be wild and crazier than it was before and blah, blah, blah. Although I will appreciate that about the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, that the arena was actually not overdone.
Okay.
Because a lot of times, because you have to basically impress upon what has already been and to a heightened level, or at least they're under the impression they have to. I think that was something that was difficult, maybe even for like George Lucas when he did the prequels, where it's like, well, we have new technology now. We want to make cool new designs. Whereas in the 70s, things were a little bit more simplistic. Right. And so how do you find that balance where what was old does not outdo the new? And in my opinion, the old did outdo the new in the prequel, you know, series, but it is what it is. So I appreciate the fact that in the Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes, when they did do the arena, it wasn't very large and it wasn't necessarily too over the top with all these different things, except for maybe the ending. But Haymitch's story, we get to see what it's like for him to have been in this. And I don't mind following his story. The story of like how Snow got to be where he is was a little, I don't know, just kind of boring.
Okay.
Like it
didn't live up to the expectation.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
And she got a rank cut by becoming a general, and then everyone died under her command. Not a good move. No, I know, right? I know. And somehow she can survive outer space.
She's Princess Leia. Of course she can survive.
Of course, she's freaking Princess Leia. Of course she can. Of course she can. Weird.
She's never going to live that down.
No, she's not. It's too much of a meme. Weird. I don't even say it just because it's like, oh, Rachel Zegler, hater. No. It's just because it's kind of a weird, funny thing to say. Weird. All right, let's see. What is wrong with this shoe? Let me zoom in on my reference here. What are we doing? All right, so this part needs to be like this. And then there's a piece back here. And that makes zero to no sense to me. But maybe it's
When
because...
does it?
What?
Does it? When does it make sense?
When does it? No, because life is far stranger than fiction, as they say. I was talking about that in the chat in the stream. Was it yesterday? Maybe a while ago, Friday, whatever. Where trying to draw, when you look at the real world that we live in, we take everything for granted because everything is the way that it is. We don't give a second thought to it. But the second that you try to observe things and then replicate them, you understand how bizarre elements of real world are. Like when we try to do hands, this doesn't look abnormal. You've seen people do this before. It's fine. You try to draw this and you're like, dear God, what is it?
It is strange. Yep, I feel you.
What is it? It reminds me of Rex from Toy Story when, they're downstairs and Andy's getting his birthday presents and they want to know what the new toys are. And the little soldiers, Andy's lifting up Buzz Lightyear, but they don't know it's Buzz Lightyear. And they're looking through the binoculars and they're like, it's a, and they're listening to the radio and Rex grabs a hold of the side table and he's like, what is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, nah, look what you did. Oh, I just got so emotional. I got too excited. Knock the batteries out. It's a what? What is it? Okay. All right. And how are you? How's Shark Week coming up? How are the things? I need to speak with you about Shark Week, Anne. We need to have a meeting. There's going to be talks.
Oh,
Going to be talks.
Oh boy,
that's right.
Boy,
it's going to be talks.
Now you're in for it.
But as Anne would say, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. So we're getting into the devilish details of things, and I like that. That's just part of my favorite situation when it comes to artwork. It's like when you are starting to get the foundation down, things are starting to make sense, relatively speaking. And you're like, oh, it's coming to pass. Like, I think we have elevated Sir Manchego here. Here is our original one. Let's gather. Let's. And he's super cute and whatnot. We're not done with the other one, but like, look what that little bit of hair does.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I've lengthened his legs a little bit. I've smallified his body just a wee bit. Now, the reason that I did do Manchego like this originally, if you guys recall, he needed to have a tomato outfit. So I just thought maybe if his body resembled a cherry tomato a little bit more, that would be the case. So we'll see. We'll see. But I do kind of like it like this a little bit. Although he does look a little bit more youthful, maybe, than he does regal as a knight of the pantry in the kingdom of charcuterie. But we'll see. We'll see. I gotta do, because he does have a little bit more of like a musketeer kind of vibe in this particular picture versus in this one. So I might have to ditch the Blaine hairdo. And I know I kind of like it. Let's see. I think even getting rid of that kind of helps a little bit. He still does look a little bit more like a boy, a piece of boy cheese. Let's see. Let's get rid of this because his ear would overlap that. Very helpful. And I don't know. I don't know if we'll change his eye shape or not. I do kind of like it. It might just depend on what the rest of his body, or excuse me, his features look like. Let's have a go. Let's have it.
Let's have it.
Let's have it.
All right, everybody. She's locked in.
I know. I was just thinking that. I was like, Maria's gonna.
Like, this is not a drill, everybody. This is not a drill.
Not a drill.
We have been preparing for this.
Warning. I don't know. His eyes look a little weird. There's no eyebrows either.
Everybody stay calm. This is not a drill.
Lock. Oh, crap. Lock it in. Let's see. What if they were smaller? Ah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what to do.
Breathe, everybody. Chat. Remember to breathe.
I don't know what kind of expression I'm going for. What kind of expression does a person have after they've defeated a horde of raging rats? What kind of?
Are you breathing?
No.
Oh. I'm not talking to you.
Oh,
I'm talking to the chat.
Should he have a nose? No. Leave him noseless. I got you. Sorry. Anne says, yes, I love meetings. Meetings are the best. I'll bring cupcakes. Oh, thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you. I'll text you, Anne. I'll text you. I haven't had a good cupcake in a while. I did make some homemade chocolate cake the other day. Very delish. Very delish. All right. What are we missing? Dang, I was about to pay for a dino. You still can. But yeah, I did kind of ruin the surprise, didn't I? All right, guys, let's see. Manchego looking pretty cool. We do need to put some details with the hand. Obviously, it's kind of weird looking here, but I kind of like the little bit of the glow up. I do wonder if he's missing maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Bada bing, bada boom. Maybe. I don't know. But let's bring the pantry in, shall we?
Yes.
There it is. Okay. Okay. I mean, still needs a little bit. I think his face is might need to be down a little bit more to make it blocky. Let's have a look. I don't know. We'll not play with that just now. Maybe
sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to step away from whatever you're doing.
Step away from whatever you're doing. I don't know. I just don't want to give him like a weird Henry Cavill chin or something.
What's wrong with Henry Cavill? What's wrong?
I don't know. He's just your basic, handsome, gorgeous Hollywood person.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, just a stereotypical handsome dude. Nothing special. A little overrated, but
Excuse me. That is he is not overrated.
I said what I said. I make no apologies.
Well,
I never got on the Cavill train.
Well, I think Interstellar is overrated.
That's fine. Were you trying to hurt me? Because it doesn't
really
work.
Because you agree with me.
I've only seen it once and I enjoyed it. Was a little bit confused at the end, but I enjoyed it. But I need to go back and watch it again because I don't remember what I liked about it. I mean, who doesn't like Matthew McConaughey? All right. But it was just too funny not to break the silence with what I know. Exactly. What if he had an olive nose? No. I don't want to add any more elements like that. It was just, I didn't know if he needed like a little, nothing more silly or, otherwise it will take away from his seriousness. So I think we'll leave him noseless. I feel like there needs to be an ad around here. Like, this stream is brought to you by French fries. Oh, Anne, are you new here? Guys, I think Anne's new here. See, you got me with the dino. We have more. We have more than just dinosaurs around these here parks.
Ay. Nope.
But is Interstellar? Yeah, no, Interstellar. How old is that movie? It's been around for a
It's
while.
been a while for a while. I have to say that the music is amazing.
That's what I
But
remember. Yeah, yeah.
um but it's like, I mean, it's okay. It's not that. It's not.
It's no Lord of the Rings, but then few things
No.
are, you know.
Yeah. Maybe if I add some of this, maybe it'll.
The claw. Claw chooses who will go and who will stay. All right, let's see. Let's give ourselves an idea of what this could look like. Concept art right here, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. We're concepting. And then we delete. Amaze.
Oh, I can't get over that movie. Such a great movie.
It's a good movie.
And
good book.
I need that patch. I already found it. It's on Etsy.
Of course it is.
It's an amazing patch. I need that patch.
I need it. I need it in my life. That's what Maria says.
I need it for Christmas. I want it.
She wants Moss wearing a patch for Christmas.
No, I don't know.
With his washboard abs. Or so I've heard. I don't know if he actually has washboard abs. It's rumored on the internet to be such. But we don't know for sure. He has nice thighs, though.
I haven't met him, so I can't say.
Yeah. He wore shorts, I think, the first time I saw him. So, you know, can't help but notice the subtle details. There we go. So this is the general concept of our illustration here, ladies and germs. And I like that it's going, you know, it still needs a few details here and there. It needs a couple of dead rats here and there, as every home does, just to bring it, you know, just to bring a little essence to it. Little crumbs, you know, stuff like that. You know, just to warm it up, make it feel like home.
Okay.
So
here's my thing.
Ooh, I'm getting so good at it. Man,
I still don't get it. I still don't get the I got the top, but I haven't gotten like the rest.
Well, so from what if you do you want some constructive criticism?
Is it going to be nice?
Of course. Let's see it. Okay. What I noticed, let me put it well, can you hold it back up again? Okay. What I notice is that, so the top part of your rock, you have the shadow from my perspective, right, from the camera, because everything's, yeah. So that part is shadowed and then it's brighter on the other side. So go back to where it's shadowed and then go down. So you've got like this really strong shadow there. That looks really nice. But then you move over to the next facet and your shadows don't match the top and that particular side. I think it looks good from far away because everything kind of comes together when it's, you know, like smaller, like you see everything as a whole. But I would say that's the one thing that's really sticks out to me, is that you have that really bright spot on the side where the light doesn't seem to be shining. So it's a little bit of an inconsistency with the lighting. I think that is the hardest part with like rocks and gems and things like that, is trying to be consistent with the lighting when you have facets, man. Like there's some people that are really good with drawing diamonds. Like, you know, in the rings. And it's like, I don't know if I'm made for that yet. You guys see how hard it is for me to draw shoes. I can't draw diamonds.
No.
Oh my goodness. Anne says I'm an influencer.
Yeah.
That's right. Very powerful influencer. Well, Maria, what you got going on in life? Liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Or do you have that in your country?
We do, actually. Okay. Believe it or not.
Is it part of your documentation?
Yeah, it's in my 2 countries, huh? Yeah. Okay. Because I am a dual citizenship. Very proud.
Yes.
And they're both red and white.
But no blue, so it doesn't count. That's right. His muscular legs, which I only noticed for art purposes. Okay, Maria, jokes aside, before we get to what Maria does in life, is this not true though?
What?
Have you ever found yourself staring at either an attractive woman or a very attractive man? Maybe they don't have a lot of outfit on, and you notice them, but not for the reasons that are biological.
Yeah, no.
You're like, those are some good looking legs, and you're studying why
Art.
they're good looking legs. It's not because you're
Anatomy.
thirsty. It's because you're like, that is so interesting. The way that Cristiano Ronaldo's thighs muscles wrap around his knees. I need to remember that.
I'm more like faces.
Well, that too.
No,
that
it's like-
too.
I do try not to stare at people when I'm on the bus, for example, because it's like, oh wow, that person's forehead is actually really big and it doesn't look bad.
Right. And
No?
you try to figure out why.
Yes.
Why? Because if you
So-
put somebody else's face on it, you're like, it wouldn't
Doesn't work.
Doesn't
Yeah.
work.
So
Yeah.
yes.
Yep. It's true, Anne. We do stare at Moss's muscular legs for the science, for the art and the science. Maria,
All right.
take it away.
Well, as you know, I am the Geeky Crochet, Maria. And also, I have my own channel, which is Unlocking Lore TGC. Did you know that somebody took Unlocking Lore and put another channel like that and has 2,000 subscribers and only 2 videos? Can you believe it?
Yes, I can.
It's amazing. But anyway,
Mine's a maze.
I took it before because that channel appeared much later. But anyway, that's okay. I'm not fighting for the title. Not
You
yet,
should.
at least. Not yet.
You should be the one and only
Unlock
lore
lore.
unlocker.
Anyway, so yes, I have my own stream on Thursday evenings at 7:30 Eastern time. I will be doing a stream tomorrow morning, possibly, hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed because I am a little bit on vacation, so I do have a little bit more time in the morning to do some morning streams. Basically, art. That's all. I do.
Basically.
Oh, no.
What?
Yeah, so that's what I do.
Oh, you gotta fix your
I'm
hair.
making
I
my
get it.
hair
I
beautiful.
understand. Really, Cavantino, these are somewhat facts, somewhat not facts. Women do, just maybe not for the reasons you think.
Yes.
Once again, people like us totally check it out,
Mm-hmm.
but not because we're like jaw dropping, tongue rolling out of our head kind
Yeah,
of
no.
situation. It's more of like, oh, so that's how.
Tarzan was.
Well, but like that's how the leg connects to the
Mhm.
that section, or that's how the torso flows into that. Tried to lull her into a false sense of security, Hulk smash, just for you. Nah, 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 nah. That beautiful. Nah, 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 nah. How you feeling, Maria? Ready to
You'll
dance?
be getting the bill for my therapy sessions.
Tabitha, are you going to be gaming tonight? Maybe. I have stuff I need to do. I've got commissions I need to work
yeah.
on. I'm not sure what the evening carries for Tabitha. I know that there's a soccer game, Argentina playing today. I want to see how they do. So it's getting real, folks. It's
It
getting
is.
real. So I tend to watch people people watch the goofy, weird looking ones. Yeah, 100%. And sometimes, you look at the goofy, weird ones and you're like, but why are they goofy and weird?
Mm-hmm.
There you
It's
go.
all. Yep.
Thank you all for being here. Once and again, if you guys would like to participate in the Sharkamon, Poke Shark, whatever we're calling it, the chance for your artwork to be featured in an upcoming video, and you want to see where life takes you by mixing a shark and a Pokemon together. Woo! Whatever you want, you can either spin a wheel, roll the dice, or choose whichever one you want, and just put your name or you don't have to. So what you can do is just put the Pokemon type that you have, put the shark that you merged it with, and if you want credit for it, you can put your name. Just be aware that if you put your real name, other people will see it. So maybe just stick with either your first name or your username, whatever tickles your fancy. If you would prefer to be anonymous, then just don't put your name on it. And we will feature it, upload it to the Artists Alley over on Patreon, the free chat room. That way I can collect them all there. Got to catch them all. And we'll put them in the video. It's going to be really, really fun. I can't wait to see what you all are going to create. We've got quite a few people that are going to participate. I'm excited. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do the video. I might try to bring on a Pokemon expert and see if they can figure out which Pokemon you guys schmerged with your sharks and see if they really are a Pokemon champione. But until next time, guys, be sure to hit the like button on your way out. I don't think there's anybody streaming that I can host you over to. Actually, over on the Kick side, there is Kara Lynn is a Pokemon expert. Maybe I'll ask Kara Lynn. I know we've got several people in my pocket that are Pokemon people. I'll check with them. But I found a new artist that you guys might be interested in over. He's here on YouTube, but I can't host just yet. So, Sinotbush. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but he is okay. I'm going to send you guys over there. Just check him out for a second. The artwork that he creates, hand sculpts figurines for like video games and whatever. You guys,
nice.
Sending it there over on the Kick side. Just check out what he's got. See if you like it. You don't even have to say I sent him, but like check it out. It's amaze. It's one of the most and it's all hand sculpted. There's no 3D printing or whatever. It's all hand sculpted. And I'll link his stuff in the community post so you guys can check it out. It's amazing. But yeah, I will catch you all later.
So beautiful.